Hey guys, what's up? It is the TheKerbalKiller here, and today we are going to be doing another tutorial video, and I'm going to show you guys how to get into a geosynchronous orbit. If you do not know what a geosynchronous orbit is, it is basically when you're orbiting around a celestial body at a certain distance so that it appears that you are stationary from the ground. So you're basically, it appears that you're orbiting over the same piece of land in your orbit constantly. If you do not get my explanation, I will show you in a minute, because I'm going to show you how to do it. This is what most, what's the word I'm looking for, GPS satellites are at. They are usually in geosynchronous orbits so that they don't move around too much, and that they are always in the same position over the sky. So yeah. So let's get started. Let's just hop over to the VAB. I'm probably going to cut this loading time, as always. So yeah. Alright, we are in the VAB now, and we are going to start off. We're going to make this a probe. So I'm going to use the Sputnik Mark II. It is called Sputnik, right? Yeah. No, Stay Putnik. Oh. Wow, I never knew that. We're going to use the Stay Putnik probe as our geostationary satellite. And we're just going to put a few scientific instruments. First, we're going to put I think 2 of these should be fine. Of the, what are these called? The Oscar B fuel tanks. Just so that we can move around a little bit. And we'll also use the... Where's the engine? I can never find it because it looks way bigger than it is. There it is. The liquid fuel engine LV1. Just so we can move around if we ever need to. Next, we're going to be using a couple of solar panels to power our probe. Like so. We'll attach a couple of batteries on it as well. We'll put a communitron on it, on the top here. We'll put it right there. And we'll just put a couple of scientific instruments on it. Like right there. And there. That's directly across, yeah. And maybe a couple here. These things are light enough so that they generally won't affect the center of mass. Excuse me, I burped. Yeah, that looks fine. And we're going to name this Geo, or Keostationary because of Kerbal, but I don't feel like adding a K. And it feels more official if you say geostationary. Geostationary, I believe that's how you spell it, not with the U. Geostationary Orbiter Mark I. There we go. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to launch this, so I'll see you guys when this is done. And we are outside of the VAB. I just came out here so we can check how much this thing weighs. It weighs less than 1 ton, so it's not going to take a lot of fuel to get this thing into orbit. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't think that would be able to, I didn't think that would provide enough thrust to move it. Let's just see how it looks like. I should have done the action groups beforehand, but I just want to see what it looks like now with all the instruments out. Not too shabby. Alright, now we're going to head back into the VAB, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, we're back in the VAB. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. And so now we're going to attach a stacked coupler. Since this thing doesn't really require, it doesn't weigh that much, it probably won't require that much fuel. So we're going to stick one of these on there. And then a poodle engine. Yeah, it should be definitely fine. I'm saying that now, but once it doesn't make it. This is live commentary, by the way. I figured, I used to do this in post-commentary just because it was a little bit easier for the audio. Because usually when I had to do it back when I was in school, because right now I'm on summer vacation, but when I had to do it when I was in school, I had to wait until my parents were asleep because I always decide to come in my room whenever I'm recording and see who can be the loudest at the same time. But now I'm home alone, so I can generally just record this live commentary. So yeah, now we're just going to do a simple get into orbit craft here. Yeah, I'm gonna try the skipper engine just to see how it is. I'm not sure if it should be able to lift this up. And then we can do a couple radial decouplers here, and we'll just attach some solid fuel boosters to them. And now we'll just strut everything up. like so, and like so. And just for a little bit of extra stability, I'll also go like this. There we go. And that should probably be fine. Now let's see. I want this to fire at the same time. Those will decouple. Then, oh, go up. And this will decouple. This engine will fire. This will decouple. That engine will fire. Seems fine. Oh, SAS, because I suck at that. I'll put a little bit of RCS on it while I'm at it. Like that, and a few control ports there. And I'll also put advanced SAS right here. And just for the hell of it, I'll also put some canards on this thing. Like that. And that should be fine. So now let's launch this sucker. I'm not going to use a stability launch enhancer just because I don't think we need it, but if this crashes, then we will see. No, we're fine. We're going to throttle up, and actually, let's see. Yeah, we don't need to use our liquid fuel engine just yet. Just a little bit of extra fuel that we can save, so we'll just use our solid fuel boosters to get off the launch pad a little bit. Oh, that was the in-depth tutorial, and there's the monolith that we tried to reach that I've never reached. I could probably just take a rover from the spaceplane hangar, but I'm just too lazy to do that, so yeah. I know what the monoliths look like. I've seen them before. But, who cares? And I didn't do action groups, but it doesn't really matter, because, yeah. Let's see. Solid fuel, we're going to drop that in just a second here. I'm going to start to throttle up a bit with my, not just yet. And now I'm going to throttle up a bit. And looks like we are losing velocity a bit, but doesn't really matter because we are speeding a little bit. Speeding in space. Well, speeding in the atmosphere. Makes sense. Shut up. I don't think we... Yeah, it doesn't look like we need RCS just yet, but I can't wait for them to fix the SAS because this is annoying. Yeah, that's a thing that they're going to fix in the 0.2 one, which has not been released at the time of this recording, so yeah. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to wait for all the models to be updated for, well, Kethane. I'm going to have to wait for that to be updated for the Kethane series. I'm going to have to wait for, what's it called? The, I'm trying to think of the word. Milo's Revenge Rebellion thing. I'm going to have to wait for that to be up, all the mods for that to be updated before I can update that to the newest version too, when that comes out. So yeah, pretty much the tutorial series is going to be the only series that's on the newest version when that comes out. But here we are. We're about 8,000 kilometers up. You can see the other runway over there. And yeah, I do wish the game came with fairings, because that'd be very cool. Like actual defaulted fairings. Okay, starting on gravity turn a little bit here. I'm going to throttle down to about a third, 2/3 I mean. Just because I don't think we need that much thrust. And how much fuel we got? That one's out, and that one has just started to deplete, so we got plenty. And yeah, looks like a very well built enough rocket for me. Tilt over a bit more. Now we can pretty much throttle up to full because we're out of the thickest part of the atmosphere. So now we can start to gain speed. Yeah. Start our gravity tilt a little bit more too. Looks pretty good. We could probably, well actually, I'm not gaining electricity just yet, so I'm not going to turn these on for now. Tilt over a bit more. I generally like to be 45 degrees when I get to about 24,000 meters in the air. I don't know why. I just made that number up and it felt like a good number to me. I do like the skipper engine more than the mainsail just because it has a better specific impulse, which is helpful. Okay, let's go full on gravity turn. I might want to press D instead of F. That might help. There's a tip for you guys. And there we go, 45 degrees. And what is our Apple Apps at? 40. And it looks like we are on our last tank of fuel for our orbit thing, so I might not plan this out very well, but whatever. That's just brilliant. Okay, I'm going to start to go full on towards the horizon to see if we can increase this as much as we can. I'm going to go for about 100-kilometer orbit with this stage. So yeah. I do want to watch our fuel level too, so can I watch it in the map view? I can. Alright. Oh wait, no, that won't tell me. 700, yeah, okay. Let's see, once we get to about 100 kilometers, that's when I'll stop. And you're going pretty fast here, which is nice. Oh, what's that? Oh, we'll go 105. There we go, perfect. And now we are going to use RCS and just align ourselves with prograde marker for when we get into when we get to our Apple axis. And I'm also going to make a maneuver here and just increase a bit just so I can see about how much delta V we need. And 107 by 103 seems good enough to me. We'll use RCS to align ourselves. Oh, poop. Actually, wait, I can just go like that. There we go. And now we're just going to wait for our node. Looks like we have a 12-second burn according to this, so... And start to burn now. That is assuming that we have enough fuel on the stage to even get to orbit, which does look like we do. That's good. Yeah, it should be fine. There we go. 102 by 108. Fine. Next thing we're going to do is when we get to periaps, we're going to have a maneuver. And the height, the Apple apps and periaps, you want to be around a 2,868.75 kilometer orbit. So we're going to increase our periaps. That's too high. That's too high. That's too low. A little higher. A little higher. A little lower. A little higher. 2868. 2873. 2846. 2858. 2865. 2868 point, close enough to what we want. 600 meters of delta V is what this is going to require. So I'm going to wait however long I need to wait for, and then I'll see. Since I'm going to run out of fuel during this burn, I'm kind of afraid of how long it's going to take me to burn with the other engine. So I guess we're gonna find out. Let's disable ours. We're probably gonna be fine. I'll start around 40 seconds. Yeah, that seems fine. 50 seconds. And now we're going to start our burn. Oh. Wow, that was off. There we go. Okay, so okay, so it looks like we ran out of fuel at the perfect time. And let's just increase to 2868.75. So let's see if we can get that. And now we'll just turn on RCS so we can just Okay, looks like that's as good as we're going to be able to get it. Now we're going to want to increase. No. Yeah, actually, we want to increase until they're about halfway. 2839. 2892. Okay. 2864. 2872. Oh no, I don't want to do that. And we'll do it by hand. Here we go. Now we're going to time warp up to our apoapsis. And now we are going to, oh, might help if I flipped around. We're going to keep our eye on the map view, because actually, another trick that you can do, I learned this, is if you just line yourself up with the retrograde marker on your surface when you're looking at your relative surface speed, and you burn that way, that should kill your relative surface velocity and get you to the approximate speed that you want to be at, or orbit. So if we just kill it like this, and we just kill our surface velocity till it gets to exactly 0. And you definitely want to try to keep yourself aligned with this retrograde marker. Oh, as much as possible. Now I'm just going to use RCS and just burn negative. You can use the N key to do that. And we'll just use this. And there we go. And now if we look, 2868.42, 2866. Okay, so if we, where's prograde? Orbit, here we go. If we go like this, and we just, actually no, what we want to do is be like right here-ish. Uh, 2868.4, 2869. Ooh, looks like that was good. 286. You're gonna get this kind of wobbling when your periaps and apoaps are this close to each other. 2868.5 and 2868.3. That is definitely close enough for me. And so now, if we, I don't like this camera mode. Free. There we go. Much better. So now we can orbit. We can just make sure that this is all good. As you can see, we are roughly staying in the same position relative to Kerbal, so it doesn't look like we're moving at all on Kerbal. As you can see, we're technically moving about 50 meters per second on like across the surface, but that's fine for now. We're not really scientists, so now we can. Nope. Why isn't this stage attack? Oh no. Oh, I screwed it up. Hold on. Let me see if I can reload the quick save. When was my last quick save here? 2868.69. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And before I am any stupider, let's extend these solar panels. Basically what happened was that the probe is using electric charge from my batteries, and I was stupid enough to time warp without opening my solar panels, so I ran out of charge on my battery, so I couldn't do anything with the probe. But now I'm gaining I'm getting electricity, as you can see, so I can detach that stage. And now, unfortunately, 28975, yeah, 2868. So now what we have to do is just burn retrograde a little bit. And so if we just, here we go. I believe if we burn this way, it should bring our periaps towards us. Like so. Uh, 2868.425, 2867. No, I want to be a little bit higher than that. Oh no. Burn a retrograde a little bit here. we go. Let's see. 2868.3 and 2868.6. That's close enough. And so now we can open up our Communitron, and we point straight at the ground like so. Okay, screw it, close enough. And now we can, let's make sure we have enough electricity. We can activate our different utilities here. So utensils, brilliant. The thermometer, according to this, we are at negative 180 degrees Celsius and going down in temperature. We're in a vacuum, so the barometer's not going to do us much good. Our graviola, too far from the object for the graviola detector to work. And our accelerometer, we are getting 0.00 G, so we are in very much microgravity. That it is pretty much zero gravity. So yes, as you can see, we are now in a stable geosynchronous orbit. Wait, are we losing electricity? No, we're not. We're in a stable geosynchronous orbit, so we're going to orbit around the same place on Kerbal. So yes, that is how you get into a geosynchronous orbit, guys. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like the channel. That's what I should say at the end of my videos. That sounds good enough. And comment if you would like to leave a suggestion on what I should do next, or I have any tips for my commentating, because I am still very new at this and I suck. So yes, guys, that was probably the best outro I've ever done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.